People in Asia and Europe think that we still live in huts, which is very sad because we have moved past that stage, but we still need time to develop. I intend to use coding to solve the problems around us, to be able to help us to develop faster and get to that point where we are viewed as one of the best in the world. Hello, my name is Ini Udoheyop and I'm a student of Ini Udoheyop High School in Akwa Ibom State. I became interested in coding when I was in grade 4 in Ini High School. That was a year after I started coding generally. I started learning coding in grade 3 in Ini High School. At first, I started attending lessons in school, but then I thought, this is not really something I need. This is just one of the things you do to let time fly, something like that. But then when you grow older, you realize that some things you thought back then weren't what they were supposed to be. So now I have really developed interest in coding and I keep continuing to learn more. I balance my love for writing, reading, and schoolwork with coding by making out times for the things I really want to do. It isn't really that hard because we learn coding here in school. So there is that time where you know that on Tuesday by 12:40 we're going to have coding. And then in my spare time when I don't have anything else to do, I can just go back and continue from where I stopped in school. Our teachers in Ini High School then really helped us because they encouraged us to do what we can. Whenever we need help, we could just go freely and ask them. I think it's really a privilege for us in Ini High School because you can always come to your teachers and ask whenever you need help or whenever you're struggling with a particular thing. Africa is seen as one of the most underdeveloped continents in the world. So I intend to use coding for the better of my country, Nigeria, because we are really underdeveloped and we get bad reviews generally. People in Asia and Europe think that we still live in huts, which is very sad because we have moved past that stage, but we still need time to develop. Some people say here in Nigeria that the only difference between America and Nigeria is that America gained their independence way before Nigeria did. So I tend to solve the problems around me through the space or the creation of many opportunities for us. Like we recently went for a competition, Technovation Girls Challenge, which me and my team members solved the problem of resource waste and poverty.
In 2018, when we organized our first Kids Coding Bootcamp, I think I remember we had about maybe 12, 13 students then, and Dawn was one of them. She was just about 6 years old and maybe 7 or thereabouts, and she was one of the youngest in the class. And I was wondering, will these kids really catch up with what we're doing? But I'm amazed at Dawn's progress over time, her journey, how she's evolved. She's learned to code from one technology to the other. She's taken on more advanced technologies, and she's able to bring it into practice to give expression to some of the ideas that she has. Dawn won't make too much noise, but when you give her work to do, she just gets it done. And I'm amazed at how her mind works. For example, they are working on a book project. She's usually the lead developer on the project because she understands how to bring in technologies to work. I'm amazed at what she's been able to achieve, and first thing I must commend is the commitment and the support she gets from home, from her parents. They've been able to push her to stay consistent on that, and she's able to bring balance to it. She thrives at almost everything she does, and I have no doubt that Dawn is going to make an amazing programmer. Even if she doesn't build a career in technology, she's going to be able to put technology to whatever she does, and is going to bring significant progress to whatever she does using the wings of technology.
Code Combat was introduced to Ini High School when I was in grade 5. So this is a platform where they've made Python coding with Python easier because it's just like a game. So as you pass the levels, you learn more things like hero move up, hero move down. These are just basic commands that help you to be able to program your sprites. Code.org is for the general level where you just started coding and want to become acquainted with Scratch and some of the other things there. So you use Blockly. This is a code language that just uses blocks, making it easier for you to be able to understand what you're doing. I would advise every other young girl out there that you should really learn coding. It's really good for you. We're getting to a stage where technology is going to change the world for the better. If there weren't things like phones right now, you won't be watching this video. There won't be anything like interviews, online learning. So technology is going to help us develop faster in our countries, everywhere we are, and it's really going to help us. So you should treasure the opportunity you have right now to learn it as a skill.